Welcome to the home of WWE News Rumors and Gossip in real time. Click the bell, subscribe, and turn on all notifications today. Don't forget to become a channel member and send a super thanks donation below. And now, your host. He is the most consistent and dedicated in YouTube history, Seanzviewent.
As the tributes continue to pour in for Hulk Hogan across all platforms, across the entire internet, across all forms of social media, whether it be Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, whatever it may be, Instagram, I still can't believe this, guys. And again, it goes back to this, okay? We know how iconic, how historic, we all know how revolutionary the legendary Hulk Hogan was. But there are fans, not only, because I've seen it now online and in person. I went to a mall today. I'm not going to say what mall because I don't want people to trace my IP address and send me a bunch of pizzas and church material and cow manure and all this other crap. But I was at a local mall today, and there were some people, can you believe, and again, this was, I've seen it, the words online, and I've seen it in person. I heard it firsthand. There are some people that are actually happy. There are some people that are actually throwing parties. There are some people that are smiling that Hulk Hogan has died, that Hulk Hogan has passed away, that Hulk Hogan is no longer with us. You might think, with the way some people are talking about Hulk Hogan in death, you might think that the man killed somebody. You might think he killed somebody, or you might think he performed sexual acts on children. He didn't do any of those things. Hulk Hogan was not a killer. Hulk Hogan, sure, made mistakes. He has had a record path and a pass. Listen, Hulk Hogan, not perfect. Hulk Hogan, not God. But, and again, it's one thing to say it while he's alive, while he's breathing air, but while the man is dead, while the man is no longer here to defend himself, you got people coming on here and saying, oh, I hoped for that. I wished for that. I prayed for Hulk Hogan. And, you know, the report went out that they worked, apparently, according to sources, the medical team apparently worked on Hulk Hogan for 30 minutes, upwards to, I think, 45 minutes, I heard. But the most I heard was 30 minutes. And people online, this is what I'm talking about in person and online, had the audacity, had the gall, had the nerve to say, oh, they worked on Hogan for 30 minutes to try to keep him alive. Well, I wouldn't have worked on him for 3 seconds. That's what these people are saying. And again, I understand the majority of people are sad, mad, depressed, shocked. People, you know, most people are shedding a tear over Hulk Hogan dying. Most people cannot believe it. I can't believe it. But how diabolical, how sick, how twisted can you be to talk about the man in death, in a bad way, in a derogatory way, in a horrible way, in a negative light? The man is dead. The man has passed away. I mean, you know, and again, the whole racist card. Hulk Hogan worked with blacks. He was friends with blacks. Hulk Hogan wrestled blacks. Hulk Hogan had a legion of fans. It didn't matter your race, your origin, your color, the state, the country. It didn't matter where you were. Hulkamania was worldwide. Yes, Hulkamania was worldwide. It was the entire life, for God's sakes. So I just had to bring that up, and I cannot believe the kind of people. And again, for those people that wished and prayed, and the people that are smiling, the people that are happy that Hulk Hogan died, the people that are satisfied that Hulk Hogan passed away, you need to check yourself. You need to check yourself at the door. You need to check yourself into a mental institution. You need to check yourself with God. You need a prayer. You need to go to church. You know, you need to find your way, because that is not the way a normal person handles things. And I understand people got their own issues, their own problems, but to wish death and say, I'm glad he died. After everything Hulk Hogan did for wrestling, after all Hogan did for the WWE, I don't know, brother. I don't know. I just don't know. But from this show, I will say rest in peace to Hulk Hogan. You know, some people are doing top 10 lists online, and the fact that people are already going in, the top 10 deaths in WWE, I mean, I guess that's not that terrible, but the fact that they're already adding Hulk Hogan to number one, and I guess if you're looking at all the wrestlers that have died, Hulk Hogan is the most influential, he is the most important, he is the most popular, he is the most over WWE star. The only thing I question again, listen, I loved that the WWE gave Hulk Hogan the respect by doing a 10-bell salute and showing some video packages of his greatest moments. And I'm glad that they flew out Jimmy Hart and Sergeant Slaughter. And I'm glad they had all the wrestlers on the stage for SmackDown. They did it great. That was awesome. They dedicated like the first 10 minutes of the show. But yet, the WWE dedicated a whole 2-hour Raw to Chris Benoit, or 3-hour Raw, whatever it may be. They dedicated a whole 3-hour Raw to the memory of Chris Benoit, but they only spent 10 minutes on Hulk Hogan on SmackDown, 10 minutes for Hulk Hogan on the Blue brand on the USA Network. Viewers, fans, and subscribers, that just kind of, again, the WWE, at least they didn't just flash an image and then that was the end of it. That was done, okay? I'm glad the WWE has went back to the 10-bell salute, the 10-bell, 10 bells to respect and pay homage to the late great Hulk Hogan. And I can't even believe I'm saying it like this. I really cannot even believe I am putting it like this. But that is exactly what is going on. But viewers, fans, and subscribers, it is so crucial and important to please to support my future. I can't do this alone. I need the backing, the support of all of you. I'll admit I'm not a one-man army. This is everybody's show because your view is the only view that matters. Remember to become a channel member today. Super chat, super sticker, send it below in the comment section or click the pinned comment section below. But we got more news and rumors. We got a lot of rumors and speculation going on right now. Following the death of Hulk Hogan some 48 hours later, as it happened on Thursday morning, we are now hearing more rumors and speculation online because according to those in the know, as we all know by now, the wrestling world was left stunned and heartbroken after the sudden passing of the legendary Hulk Hogan, the Hall of Famer, the icon. Whether he was a good guy or whether he was a bad guy, whether he was donning the red and the yellow or the black and white. As tributes and condolences poured in from WWE fans and wrestlers around the world and other members of the entertainment industry, many wondered how the WWE would handle a tragic event. Well, in the days following his death, rumors began to circulate. Rumors that the WWE were put in such a spot that this was such an impactful death. This was the most important death in wrestling history. That the WWE may have had to cancel all programming for a week or two in honor of the Hulkster. However, it seems that this will not be the case. While the WWE will not be canceling all programming, they will be still taking steps to honor and remember the legacy of Hulk Hogan as they did on SmackDown. It is reported that the WWE will be dedicating a portion of their regularly scheduled programming to pay tribute to Hulk Hogan. This will be done through special video packages and segments that will highlight some of the greatest moments in Hulk Hogan's career, as well as some wrestlers, superstars, WWE personnel talking about the late, great Hulk Hogan. Now, this would be a fitting way for the WWE to honor the life and careers of one of the most iconic and beloved wrestlers of all time. In addition to these tributes on WWE TV, the company has also changed their programming schedule to accommodate a special dedication to Hulk Hogan's life and legacy. The show will air on the WWE's Netflix, it seems like, or the WWE Network will feature interviews with fellow wrestlers, friends, and family members of the Hulkster. It will also include a huge, never seen before documentary on Hulk Hogan with over 20 hours of never seen before exclusive content from Hulk Hogan as they were working on before he died. So 20 hours of new interviews and new insight from the man himself, Hulk Hogan, as he died midway into the Netflix documentary. While the WWE will continue their regularly scheduled programming of Monday Night Raw and SmackDown, they have also made it clear that they will respect Hulk Hogan's memory. This means that certain segments and storylines may have to be altered or postponed to avoid any potential controversy or insensitivity. The WWE has always been a family-oriented company, and especially PG over the last several years, and it is clear that they want to handle the situation delicately with the utmost care and respect for the immortal one, Hulk Hogan. Now, it is undeniable that Hogan played a huge role in shaping the WWE into what it is today. He was larger than life, a larger-than-life character whose charisma and talent captured the hearts of millions of fans across the world. Not only was he a successful wrestler, but he also had a successful acting career and was a role model for many young fans. His impact on the wrestling industry is immeasurable. It is no surprise that the WWE wants to honor Hulk Hogan in their own way, his memory. Now, while it may not be a complete shutdown of programming for WWE as was rumored, the WWE's dedication to remembering Hulk Hogan is a testament to the impact that he had on the company and the fans around the world. Now, in the end, the WWE's decision to continue with their regular programming while still honoring Hulk Hogan's memory is a fitting tribute to the man himself. It shows that while his loss is deeply felt, his legacy will continue to live on through the memories and moments he shared with the wrestling world. Rest in peace, Hulkster Terry Bollea. By your friends, your family, your significant other, your presence will be greatly missed in the ring, but your impact will never, ever be forgotten. And that is the stone cold truth at the end of the day. Now, you know, and this is pretty sad because when you look at top tier superstars, you're looking at main events. You're talking about the ones that could draw you in, their characters, their emotions, their merchandise sales, whatever it may be. No longer have Hulk Hogan. No longer have the Ultimate Warrior. No longer have Roddy Piper. No longer have Dusty Rhodes. You know, Scott Hall. We only have one member left of the original NWO, which consisted of 3 members. Well, I guess 4 if you want to count in Eric Bischoff. So there are only 2 members of the original NWO, Eric Bischoff and Kevin Nash of the NWO. But here's the thing. I feel like we have more legendary wrestlers dead than alive. Because alive right now, we got still alive. Some of them not competing. Some of them have retired, but they're still living, luckily, thank God. Tap on wood. Knock on wood. Stone Cold Steve Austin. The Rock. The Undertaker. Shawn Michaels. Ric Flair. Bret Hart. Thank God. Sting. You got to add Sting to that list. Thank God they are still alive, and thank God they are still with us right now. Because, boy, I'll tell you what, if Hulk Hogan died, and again, 71, yeah, it's old, it's up there, obviously it's up there, but in 2025, 71 isn't seen as really old. I'd say when you start getting to your 80s, your 90s, okay, then you're getting really old. Again, I didn't have Hogan dying until he was like late 70s, early 80s, honestly. Not that, like I said, I didn't want Hogan to die ever. I wasn't one of those detractors or trolls or skeptics that wanted Hogan to die. But I said, in my memory, all right, I see Hogan probably passing away into his 70s, maybe his 80s. Hell, he could have made it to his 100s. Who knows? I don't know how old Hulk Hogan's parents were when they died, but all I do know is this, is that we have lost a treasure. We have lost one of the most recognizable wrestlers of all time. And the fact that AEW hasn't even brought this up, All Elite Wrestling, the fact that AEW has not acknowledged it, they have not talked about it, they have not put up a picture, they have not put up a memory, they have not even mentioned Hulk Hogan has AEW. You got to be kidding me. That is sick, that is sinister, that is reprehensible on all levels. AEW, another wrestling promotion, another company that wouldn't even see the light of day if it wasn't for a name like Hulk Hogan, okay? And that's the bloody damn truth. It is. It really is the truth. All right? There would not be a love for professional wrestling if it wasn't for Hulk Hogan, okay? You can have your opinion of Hulk Hogan, but the fact is what I just said. The facts are the facts. Hulk Hogan is wrestling, okay? You can talk about the Bruno Sammartinos and all the times he sold out Madison Square Garden. That was Madison Square. Hulk Hogan sold out every event, every arena, every stadium, every single night, every live event, every house show, every Raw, every WrestleMania upon WrestleMania upon WrestleMania, headline after headline, main event after main event. Hulk Hogan was there. He witnessed it. He did it. He lived it. He was living proof was Hulk Hogan. And now we must honor the legacy. We must honor the longevity that Hulkamania was and what Hulk Hogan meant to an entire wrestling world, an entire wrestling organization. And whether you're watching me on a TV, a laptop, a desktop, a PC, a phone, a tablet, however you're watching me, thank you. I want to say thank you for bringing me into your electronics. Again, I don't care if it's a cell phone, an iPhone, an iPad, a tablet, a TV, a PC, whatever it may be, thank you. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of your day in every single way. But viewers, fans, and subscribers, upon all of that about the Hulkster, and again, I will bring you the latest, the hottest, the newest, the most pivotal updates as it concerns Hulk Hogan, the WWE News and Rumors, the speculation, the gossip. We're going to cover it all, whether it be Raw, whether it be SmackDown, whether it be SummerSlam, whether it be backstage, whether it be on stage, whether it be in the ring, whether it be outside the ring. whatever it may be, and even in death, when it comes to death in wrestling, yes, I will address it. I will bring it up. I will damnly well do that. Why? Because if it's not brash, well, then it's absolute trash. But there is more to come during this pivotal, historic episode of Sean's View Entertainment. Because in another report that I am currently working on for my viewers, my fans, and my subscribers, we are now receiving word of this. Former TNA star has been arrested. Yes, according to the dirt sheets, the websites, and the newsletters, there's a huge arrest in the world of professional wrestling. Former TNA star Trisha Biggers, a.k.a. Raha Khan, arrested. There it is, guys. There it is for yourself. There she is. There she was in TNA. So she has been arrested. Devon Dudley says that Hulk Hogan apologized to him and calls out people who bury Hulk Hogan. Again, it's one thing to bury and talk about Hogan while he was here and alive and he was able to defend himself. You're talking about a man that is dead, that is silenced, that is muted, a man that is going to be either buried or cremated. I don't know what Hulk Hogan wants to do. The Undertaker has a message for Trick Williams after chokeslamming him straight to hell. Former world champion returns to wrestling. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, according to the dirt sheets, the websites, and the newsletters at this hour, at this time. At last night's TNA Impact taping, former Impact World Champion Rich Swann, former WWE Cruiserweight Champion as well, returned to TNA. Dominic Mysterio, Dragon Lee to compete for the AAA Mega title. You gotta wonder, will the Intercontinental title also be up for grabs? Will it be on the line? Also, viewers, fans, and subscribers, the Disco Inferno from WCW slams AEW over their silence on the death of Hulk Hogan. Now we go to the comment section because we bring up your comments, your opinions, your thoughts. I want to hear what Nick Gurr has to say about AEW not acknowledging Hulk Hogan. Nick Gurr, I don't know who that's supposed to be, but again, we're reading comments here. TK is just standing by what he has said from the beginning. Hogan has been banned from AEW. Okay, Hulk Hogan's been banned from AEW. Plus, he has never been part of the company. He would be called a hypocrite if he did say so. So it was a lose-lose situation. He did the right thing, saying nothing and standing by his original statement and opinions. I understand Tony's point, but no. Hulk Hogan, no AEW. I think AEW doesn't acknowledge Hogan because they want to act like they are the number one company and act like Hogan isn't the reason AEW exists. What you gonna do, brother, when the Hulkamania runs wild on you? Rest in peace, icon, legend, GOAT, WWE, WCW, TNA, runs wild again in heaven. Here's Tony the Mark inserting his foot in the mouth. Hogan did give more than adequate and honest, sincere apology. Only reason he's still getting shit for it is because of his larger-than-life status in the world. Tony, you're a moron, and sorry, but your show gets sold out and worse TV ratings. But your shows get outsold and worse TV ratings than WWE, and that is a fact. Not hating on it, but really, your storytelling is dog crap, and you really need to hire actual writers who know what they are doing because you don't know what you're doing, period. Hulk Hogan wasn't a fictional character. He was a larger-than-life icon who changed the lives of millions. To all of us, he was and will always be 100% real, natural, organic. I definitely understand Tony's point. Plus, what footage could they have used that WWE owns all the good stuff from WWE, WCW, and TNA? Isn't going to give them anything since they work with WWE. Disco, why would they do anything when he never worked for the company? Tony Khan has a great point. Again, this is according to some comments and backlash online. Again, we bring up your thoughts, your opinions, because remember, your view is the only view that matters right here on YouTube.com, because if it weren't for you, there would be no Sean View. This is all about you guys. But again, you do not want to ruin or disgrace the memory of the respectable icon, Hulk Hogan, who has, again, apologized, who has become born again, who has done everything in his power to make sure that he is, seen the error of his ways, okay? That's all you can ask for the man. That's all you can ask for Hulk Hogan. Especially now that he is no longer with us. Hulk Hogan tried to also mend a lot of fences before he died, before he passed away. So that's another great thing about the iconic Hulk Hogan. Now, again, guys, we give you hourly content, but there's been so much news and rumors that my videos are going to be longer, and I hope you don't mind that because I put so much heart, time, hustle. I put so much blood, sweat, and tears. I put so much energy into all my videos, and I hope that you will not disappear because everyone's view matters right here on my very YouTube website. Well, not my YouTube website, but this is yours. This is all yours, where I'm just a part of it. I'm just a part of it. I am just living in it. It's up to you to click, comment, and interact and intersect. But viewers, fans, and subscribers, that simply is not all. Because now, according to the dirt sheets, the websites, and the newsletters, we are now receiving word of another hot tip. Hulk Hogan's widow accused of locking down $25 million estate within hours of Hogan's death. Now, see, this is where things get wrong. Listen, this was his love. This was his significant other. This was his wife. And now his wife is getting accused and all kinds of comments and things derogatory. This is where it's going to a whole nother level. It doesn't need to go. Hulk Hogan's widow accused of locking down his $25 million estate within hours of his death. You got to understand that this woman, this girl, this female, she's going to be a mess. She's going to be a wreck. It's probably better to do things now before she gets severely depressed, maybe anxiety, maybe nightmares. I mean, this is going to be absolutely horrible, and this is going to be weighing heavy on her life. Hulk Hogan's travel schedule after surgery may have led to his death, according to those in the know. Again, may have led to his death. Because apparently, after Hulk Hogan had this massive surgery that he probably shouldn't have had, at 71 years old, he was told to lay low. He was told to rest. He was told to just be at your house, be at your home. But Hogan continued because that's all Hogan knows to do is fight through the pain, fight through the torture, fight through the surgery. But Hulk Hogan might have fought a little too much and may have caused, according to some, may have caused his own demise. But again, I don't know. I don't know. All I know is he's dead, he's gone, and he'll no longer be back because no one's ever come back to tell us how it is. But here on Seanzviewent Entertainment, this is how it's always going to be. The rumors, the news, the speculation, the gossip, your comments, your thoughts, your views. Because here on Seanzview, it's all about you. Subscribe. Plenty more to come around the clock. WWE, I will never stop for all of you. Thank you.